And I learned from mistakes, and that made me more gracious. Makes hard work, that gives you patience. The time spent on my own got me resonating. I've been through mind-blowing shit like I'm detonating. Trust me, you really know the art.
What's going on, people? ETL, everything that's life. Confessions of a conscious thinker. Just on my daily walk, man. Give you a little quick view of what I've got going on right now. You get me? It's beautiful out here, man. It's a nice day as well. But we'll get further into the woods soon anyway. But yeah, today I want to talk to you guys about a word that I've had going through my mind. And it's lost. It is. And to be honest, at the moment, I've kind of fought it for a long time, and I look at where we all are as a people, and I think we're really lost, man. Really lost. I'll start with a short future, a short past, so I'll take us back to Brexit. Yeah, Brexit. So statistically, in this country, we've got just under 68 million people as of last year, 2020. Now it's more than that because you've got immigrants and people that are here that haven't been registered and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But I'd be surprised if they would be allowed to vote anyway. And then out of that 68 million, we know not everyone's going to vote. So let's just take let's just say 50% of the country voted, even though we know more. I would like to think more voted, yeah? So you got what? 30 odd million people, yeah? 33, whatever, yeah? And 34, whatever, yeah? But so what you're telling me? That between 34 million people that all live in the same place, in the same country, we could not decide whether to go left or whether to go right. Split decision. Yeah? And then, I can only really go off my experience. So the people that I was speaking to that said that they wanted to go Brexit, immigration was like the big point that they were talking about in it, because they felt like there was too many Eastern Europeans and they was taking over stuff, blah de blah de blah, and we need some control over the borders. Which I guess from my perspective, I see it like, well, first of all, you see the colour of my skin. So I'm first generation born here. My mum was born in Italy. My dad was in Jamaica, so I'm first generation born. So all of my family come here on a boat anyway, or a plane, whatever. So all that problem with immigration stuff is a skip me thing, you know what I mean? But then you have the media, innit? That at the time, coincidentally, you had the Windrush thing come up. Now, for some of you, you might be white watching the TV, you haven't got a clue. My grandparents have been in the country over 50 years, 50. 50 years. Longer than I've been alive is how long they've been over in this country. And not only have they been over here in this country, but they haven't been over here in this country living under a rock because they're not allowed to be here. Do you get me? They went to work. My grandma worked for Queen's Medical Centre. She was an integrated part of the community. So were plenty of black people that came over. You know why? Because when Germany was going to bomb England, you guys never had enough firepower. So you called on the Commonwealth countries, like India, like Jamaica, and said, if you guys come and help us fight this war and we win it, we will give you guys that help us immunity into our country so you can live a better life. This is how, if anyone's ever wondered, how did black people from Jamaica end up over here? Because it wasn't like the slave trade in America, was it? There ain't no cotton plantations and stuff all over the place around here. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So know your history. That's how we got here. That's how the Indians got here, And then, so it's a bit like, well, you imagine at a time when the country's supposed to be split 50-50 because of these Eastern Europeans that are coming in, and now 50 years down the line, you're finding a problem with Jamaicans that have come over where the majority of them are actually fully like integrated into the whole English community, got British passports, the lot. And all you've really done is thrown a clever little aerosol can onto the bonfire. So people that want to sit down and act like, oh, there's no real, you know what I mean? There's lots of it. And I've got to talk about this kind of stuff because this is the stuff that you're going to find on my podcast. My stuff's quite intense, you get what I'm saying to you? I'm not really too, I'm not really too interested in who's sleeping with who and who's not. Do you know what I mean? That's not my resonancy level still, And then so that's where we are right now. So lots of the country, and then in the end, it ends up being a split, doesn't it? Where we say, all right then, 49%, let me just show you this. Yo, look at that, man. You got the bluebells all over the place, man. You get me? It's popping out here, man. Told you, man. Come and photosynthesize with me, man, whenever you lot are ready. But yeah, so what was I saying? So yeah, you've got the country that's split now, 49, 51%. We've ended up going Brexit, yeah? Right, now just keep that thought and just put that to the side, yeah? That's me giving you my little talk on Brexit and why we're lost, yeah? Because we can't even decide as a big group what's going on, yeah? Now, next thing, Corona, yeah? So the only thing I want to talk about right now about Corona is how we are very interested in what the experts have to say. So for those of people that are wearing masks, I don't wear a mask anywhere I go, so I'd rather come out and say that from the start, so at least you have the opportunity to say, oh, you know what, he's not really my cup of tea, I don't really want to listen to him, and I'm happy with that. So like everyone that's wearing a mask and stuff, you're doing it because of an expert opinion in it. So you're saying the guy that's on the TV, he's a scientist or whatever. The truth is you're not sure, so you're confused. So he might be right, he might be wrong, but it's only wearing a mask and he must kind of know what he's on about. So I'll do it. So I'm like, yeah, cool, makes sense. And then, sorry, this is a big, just so that you don't think, you get me, that I'm out of shape. But still, this is a steep hill. Boy, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so people are wearing masks, yeah, because of the scientists and the experts, yeah. Now imagine that you need something like brain surgery, yeah. You're also going to go to an expert, aren't you, because it's a serious thing and you need the right hands and the right brain to deal with that kind of problem. Makes sense, innit? So, back to Lost, innit? Because this is a bit as well that I'm dying for people to engage with me on. What is it in the whole of this country and what seems like most of the world's mind that makes you guys think that whatever you vote has an impact on which way this country goes? Not being funny. You has a glass of wine on a Friday. You who manages to struggle your family life. You who still trying to get rich. You who's still trying to move out your mum's house. You who's just doing things to make ends meet. You who's this, you who's that. What makes you lot experts on about politics and which way the country should go? Do you get me? Because throughout the rest of the year, you don't get no say. Do you get to decide what rules are put in place? Did you get to decide if businesses get a care package? Did you decide the 50 grand limit? Or did they? Did you decide what businesses can have it from, which ones can't? Tell me, I need to know. I need to know at what point do you think you have control and then relinquish it and then get it back? Tell me. Interested, And when we start kind of just looking at this big connective whole and just understanding that we're lost, man. We are lost as hell, And I mean, let me show you something about Lost. I'm going to talk about this as well, because like I said, I've got lots of podcasts coming. And you lot, you're kind of even lucky to get this much so far. But right about now, coming to the Lost thing, have you got women that have got lip fillers? What are you lot doing? What are you doing? Why are you pushing things in your lips for your lips to be party? And who is it you're supposed to be catching? Who is it that's supposed to see you and go, what? She is for me. locking her down, breeding her up, cars, keys, job, everything. Have it. Have my card as well while you're at it. You lot are lost, man. And the worst thing about it is, you know, like when I think of a strong woman, I think of like, you know, when I read books on history, and I'm going back in history, yeah? Women were healers, you know. They were healers. It would have been women that taught men how to farm, because women know about nurturing. They know about growing. They know about taking care of something when it's sick. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And it's always been like that. And whether it's through hugs and emotional love, or whether it's through making sure that you're eating the right food. So even now on my Italian side, my grandma will cook me a soup and minestrone and say, yo, have that and make you better in no time. Or I'll go to my Jamaican grandma, shove, oh, garlic, ginger, lemon, yeah, I'll take that. Do you know what I mean? It's just how it goes. But right now, what can you women heal? You can't even heal yourselves, never mind trying to heal a man. And then everybody wants kids. So how are you going to help a kid heal? Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like, we're all so baffled in where this thing is. And don't think I'm getting at the women. The man them are no different. Do you get me? I can't even tell a road ute from a working ute no more. Everyone's in Jordans. Everyone's in Moncler. Everyone's in chains. Like, who are you lot even trying to be? Tell me. Who are you trying to be? I'm dying to know. Do you get what I mean? And then you break everyone down and everyone's just fighting shit that they can't even deal with, bro. You know, so it's just easier than just going back and just dealing with the real image. You know what I mean? Or the real problem. But that is where self-love is. Do you know what I mean? I see some of you women with some long eyelashes like that. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You know, you're all tanning yourself. You look orange. You don't even look a colour that even exists in the colour spectrum of skin. You get me? It's bonkers. And the reason why it's mad is because you've got man out there that entertain it. That see you lot look like that and want you. Do you get me? And until man stop realising like, nah bro, that's why you don't wifey none of them. Do you understand? Because you know even like unconsciously that they're just broken. You know what I mean? And women like, it's no different, man. It's no different. We've got so much shit to deal with as a people, man. I'm telling you. But right about now, that's where I'm gonna stop. Just walking past the little horse. You get me? Cause I got about half an hour left on my walk and I don't want to spend it talking about shit because I'm trying to get it in. Start vibrate high, man. That, like, you know, some of the stuff, like I said, just like makes you think about some of the stuff. I try to explain it in a way where you lot don't think I'm just, man, like crazy about it, innit? But either way, like I says, peace and love, people, you know. And like I says, plug into these podcasts because they're going to be deep and intense like this. And for the right people, you'll get so much out of these conversations, man. Peace.
I've been flat broke on my arse with no credit on my cards, not a Fanta or a Mars. Listen, I was broken like a vase and I couldn't find the pieces and I couldn't find the adhesive. Boy, them times there was hard.